Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. Today we're talking about Ryan Coogler's Sinners.
We're gonna kill every last one of you.
Trying to leave their troubled lives behind, twin brothers return to their Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. Sinners is directed by Ryan Coogler, and I've been a big fan of his ever since Fruitvale Station came out. He's one of the best directors working in Hollywood today, in my opinion, so every time that he has a new film coming out, I'm always interested, but I heard he was going to be stepping into the horror genre this time. Vampires were in this movie, and so as soon as I heard that, I was like, yep, okay, sign me up, I'm ready to go. And other than some quick flashes to events that happen on later in the film, you almost forget for a while that there are vampires in this film. And speaking of those flashes, I want to note, I thought those were so well done, very creepy. The second time I watched it, the first flash actually caught me off guard, and I was like, oh shit, forgot those were there. But so even though you don't get vampires for a while, you know that something is coming with that opening. The first half of this film, Coogler does such a great job of introducing us to this world and to these characters. The film takes place in the 30s in Mississippi. The first character or characters I want to talk about are the Smokestack twins, played by Michael B. Jordan, and he gives an excellent performance as these characters. Watching the film for a little bit, I almost forgot that they were the same person playing them, and so I just love the dynamic that they share, the relationship between those two characters. And there's one moment in particular, a lot of little cool character moments throughout this film like this, but there's a moment with Smoke when he goes into town and he ends up teaching this girl how to negotiate better, and so she's able to get a higher pay raise than what she was initially asking for, and just kind of shows, even though he does some, he has some shady stuff in his past, I like that little moment. It just really shows the kind of person he actually is, and so those moments really went a long way with me throughout this film, and there are several of them with different characters here. And you have their younger cousin Sammy, played by Caton, I think that's how you pronounce his name. If I'm getting that wrong, my apologies, but he is really good in this movie, and I can't believe this was, I believe, his first role that he's ever had. He plays this up-and-coming blues singer, and the Smokestack twins, they get him to play at their new juke joint that they're opening up. And one of my other favorite characters in the film is Delta Slim, played by Delroy Lindo. The guy, every time that he is on screen in this film, he's just an absolute scene stealer. And I mean, the cast from top to bottom is great. You also have Hailee Steinfeld in the film. You also have guys like Omar Miller. So just top to bottom, the vampires that are in this movie, they're really good. So the casting was just top notch, I thought, for this film. Coogler does such a great job of showing how important community is to these people, how they interact with each other. And so later on in the film, when the vampires show up and shit really starts to hit the fan, that aspect hits a lot harder because you truly care about these characters and the community that they have. And speaking of vampires, I thought they were fucking awesome in this film. They legit creeped me out, which I feel like it's been a while since that's happened for me, and so I really dug that. The lead vampire has these red eyes that, especially in the dark, I don't know, that just kind of freaked me out a little bit. And even the other vampires, their eyes would flicker a little bit, and just the way that they would go after people, and you would see them jump as they're getting ready to fly, and then the scene would cut, which kind of leaves it a little bit more to the imagination. Again, I just thought that was really well done. The way that some of them were lit in certain scenes, it just really added to the atmosphere. And there's one specific moment that I won't go into super detail. I'll just say that the lead vampire is sitting there and has a bunch of blood running down his face, going onto his chest. And as he's sitting there, it starts transitioning to the moon in the background as you hear this scream, and I just thought that was really eerie. And I can't recommend you guys enough to see this on the biggest screen possible. If you have an IMAX near you, I definitely recommend checking it out there. My second screening, I saw this on IMAX, and when you get to the big showdown, you see the aspect ratio change, and I was like, yes, I am so ready for this. Another key component of the film is music plays a big role in this movie. Everything from the actual songs that are in the film to the score, they're just awesome. There's a scene specifically where the vampires are outside, and then there's also a sequence when you kind of get to see the evolution of music through time, and those two were probably my favorites that involved music throughout the whole film. So as you guys can tell, I love Sinners. I've already seen it twice in theaters. I already pre-ordered the Steelbook. I can't wait to add this one to my collection. It has everything from a great story, compelling characters, horror elements mixed in, even a little bit of comedy. So this kind of really hit on all cylinders for me. As far as a score goes, I'm going to give this thing a 9.5 out of 10. It's very rare for me to like give like a 10 out of 10 straight out the box, but I could see this one possibly being bumped up to a 10 out of 10 in the future with repeat viewings for me. I noticed even going back the second time and watching it again, there was a couple things that I picked up on that I didn't notice in the initial viewing, which is always a sign to me of a great movie. And so yeah, I absolutely love Sinners. It's easily my favorite movie of the year so far. I want to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the film. Have you guys seen it? If not, are you planning on seeing it? And where do you guys rank this among your favorite vampire movies? So let me know down below in the comments. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button as well as the bell button next to it. That way you get notifications for all my new videos. Give this video a thumbs up. And as always, guys, please make sure to check back for more Pop Culture with Pat.